Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Now who's missing? Reina, Sana, and Grishma. Okay. Yeah. So we were learning about operant conditioning. What is operant conditioning? What is the definition? Just check the definition. Can you see me clearly? Can you hear me? But here internet connection is shown as disconnected. I don't know why. Yeah, that's okay. Happens. Yeah, what was the definition, Elvina? Definition of operant conditioning.
Operant conditioning or instrumental conditioning is which are emitted by animals and human beings voluntarily.
Just check if that is the definition of operant conditioning.
Operant or instrumental conditioning is a form of learning in which behavior is learned, maintained, or changed through its consequence.
Yes. So behavior and its consequences. That is the one we learn. For certain behaviors, there are these consequences. So if this consequence happens, then we learn that if we do this behavior again, this consequence will occur again. Understood. That is basically operant conditioning. And the definition that you told first, Elvina, that was the definition of operant. Okay. People manipulate the environment. They operate on the environment. That is why it is called operant conditioning. Okay. So now we are going to learn about the determinants of operant conditioning. Just like the determinants of classical conditioning, we had types of that, then the time relations of this and that and all those things. But in this, reinforcers are the prime concept. In the determinants of operant conditioning, we have a very simple concept there. We don't have the 1, 2, 3, all those things here. So who will read? Ashish, start reading. Please switch on the videos, please. Okay. Yeah. So we'll learn about the determinants of operant conditioning. Ashish, start reading. Page number 112.
Determinants of operation condition.
Operant or
Operant
instrumental
condition.
conditioning. Not operational. Don't
Operant.
write operational and keep in the exam. I won't give mark. Operant. That is a technical term given for this. So if you change the name, the whole concept changes. Okay. What is it? Operant. Operant. Okay. Continue. You have noted that. You are muted.
You you have noted that the operant and instrumental conditioning is a form of learning in which
Which
behavior is learned,
learned.
maintained, and changed
Hmm.
through its consequences. Such consequences are called reinforced.
Okay, so that is the definition that we discussed right now about operant conditioning, and such consequences are called reinforcers. I told you for any behavior that you do, you have some consequences. These consequences are called reinforcers. So if you get a praise after studying well, then the praise is a reinforcer for you. It is like a reward for you, so that you'll repeat the same behavior again. You'll study very nicely for the next exam and score good marks, hopefully. That is again a reinforcer for you. Then when you get the praise again, when you get the gift again, that is again a reinforcer for you. Understood? So that is a reinforcer. The consequences are called reinforcers. Now continue, Ashish.
Reinforce is defined as any stimulus or an event which increase the problem of the occurrence of a
Just slow down. Read that definition once more. You're swallowing half of it.
no?
Yes. It is not the problem, it is the possibility. And it does not increase, it is increases. See once more. Ah. Go slow. Go slow and read carefully. Reinforcer is?
Reinforcer is defined as any stimulus or event which increases the probability of the occurrence of a response.
Of a, what is in the bracket? That is very important.
Desired.
Of a desired response. So we can't just show any response. For us to get a gift or get a praise, we have to do the desired response, right? You have to study well, you have to score good marks, then only you'll get the praise or the gift. So you have to do the desired response in order to get the reinforcement or the reinforcer, in order to get the real reinforcer that you wanted. Understood? So mark that definition. A reinforcer is defined as any stimulus or event which increases the probability of the occurrence of a desired response. So this gift and praise is a reinforcer, I told you. So this increases the probability of the occurrence of the desired behavior. What is the desired behavior here in our example? What is the desired behavior?
Studying.
Huh? Yes?
Studying.
Studying well. So the parents have a desired behavior from you, that is studying well. So to increase that desired behavior or a desired outcome, they give you praise or they give you gifts. Understood? Understood the psychology of the psychology behind all those gifts and praises? Yes. So next time, again apply this in your daily life. Tell them, don't try to condition me. I have already learned this in psychology. Please don't try to condition me. Teach your siblings also the same thing. Aishwarya, your sister is too much interested in psychology, no?
Too much.
Yeah, too much. Tell her that all these gifts and praises and all these things that you get, it's all because of operant conditioning. They are trying to condition you. Okay. So understood what a reinforcer is? Yeah. Okay. Continue. Who will continue? Sana, continue. A reinforcer has?
A reinforcer has numerous features which affect the person's strength of a response. They include its types, positive or negative, number of frequency, quality, superior or inferior, and schedule, continuous or intermittent. All these features influence the course of operant conditioning.
Okay, just a
Other
minute.
factors
Just a
that
minute. Just a minute,
influence
Sana. Yeah. So there are several factors that influences the operant conditioning. So the qualities of the reinforcer, whether you get a very expensive gift, whether you get a small praise, whether you parents just tell, okay, good. That is one reinforcer. Then a very expensive gift or a very valuable gift from their side, that can be a reinforcer. So the quality, the intensity, the frequency, how many praises they give, how many gifts they give, all those things depend on, all those things influence our conditioning. Like if your parents just tell good and leave you like that after getting good marks, the next time will you be motivated enough to study well? Or your parents will just smile? Okay, that's over. And will you okay, that's one situation. For some people that smile is just enough. That smile and that happiness you see on the face of your parents is just enough to get motivated and study well for the next exam. But for some people, they need to give some they need to gift their children some valuable PlayStation, some expensive mobiles, or expensive branded clothes, and all those things in order to get their kids motivated to study well for the next exam. So that it depends on the reinforcer, the qualities of the reinforcer for the child to study well for the next exam, to get the desired response from the child. Okay. So there are different factors of the reinforcer. That is the quality, the quantity, then the intensity, then the frequency. After studying after getting good marks in the exam, on Monday your parents are buying your favorite food. Tuesday they get you the your favorite branded clothes, and Wednesday they get you something even more desirable by you. So the frequency of the reinforcer also influences your behavior. Okay, so these are some of the factors. Now Reina, continue. Another factor that influences this type.
Ma'am, from where?
Another factor that influences this type of. You weren't listening. Top right corner of page number 112.
They include that one?
No, that Sana already read. All these features influence the course of operant conditioning. That is over. Now next line.
Another factor that influence the type of learning in the nature of the response or a behavior is the condition. The interval or the length of time that elapsed between the occurrence of response or reinforcement also influence the operant learning. Let us examine some of these factors in detail.
Okay, so we are going to learn about all these factors in detail. So some of the factors are whether the reinforcement is given immediately or after a delayed period of time. Like you get the marks today and after 2 months your parents are buying you your favorite food. And they tell you this is for the good marks that you got 2 months before. Will you be motivated? What do you think? I would have even forgot about the marks that I got in the exam. What about you? Well, how will you feel after 2 months? They are getting you your favorite food. You, of course, I'll enjoy my favorite food, but I'll forget that it is for the marks that I got before 2 months. Same condition, no? So the time of presentation of this reinforcer also influences. So there are so many factors influencing our this operant conditioning. We'll start with the types of reinforcement. Okay. Types of reinforcement, there are mainly two types. I'll share the screen. Yeah, two types of reinforcements are there. Positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Write it in words, POSITIVE. I'm even lazier than you, that's why I wrote it like this. POSITIVE. We had, I had a friend in my class. I'm not telling the name because this is being uploaded. So he used to write all sorts of short forms in the exam. Like for positive, he used to write like this, and for he used to write this text message kind of language. For have, he'll write HV. For we, he'll write just V and keep. For two, he'll write two. Yeah, and our psychology teacher, she used to scold him each and every time after the exam. And one day after the exam, she asked him to write something on the board, some notes or something. She gave us some notes, and he was supposed to write them on the board. And in that also, he was writing all these shortcuts, all these shorthand things. Yeah, I just thought of him now. Yeah, so write in complete words. I won't be like our psychology teacher. I won't give you marks for all the shortcut things, okay? Positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Okay, two types of reinforcement. So positive, when you see the thing positive, the reason why I wrote like this has another twist also. It is because I want you to note this particular sign here. Okay, in positive reinforcement, what happens is we add something. We add something to the after the behavior. That is, we add a consequence. Here we add the consequence. Oh, terrible. Yeah, we add the consequence, and in negative reinforcement we minus or we take away some consequence. Okay. Minus. I hope this is the spelling of minus. Anyway, minus. Okay. So in positive reinforcement, what happens is we add some, not we, the person who is reinforcing add something, and negative reinforcement, what happens is take away something or minus something from the person's situation. Examples I'll give you. Positive reinforcement, the classic example that we discussed, that is after doing a good behavior, we get a praise or a gift. So what do we do? What do the parents do? They add some gift or add some praise to the child's life, isn't it? So positive reinforcement means adding something good. Okay, adding something good, or something desirable by the person. This is not the exact definition. I'm just making you understand the concept. Okay. Adding something good is for positive reinforcement. Now, when you see negative reinforcement, just connect it with the sign minus. Minus means taking away something bad. Okay. Minus something bad. Minus something bad from the person's life. For example, um, take the same example. You have scored very good marks, A1 in all subjects in 10th standard. Hmm? Imagine you have scored very good marks and A1 in all subjects in 10th standard. And one thing that your parents can do to increase this behavior is praise you or give you gifts. Right? Agree? Usual scenario. And another situation or another way through which they can increase your good behavior is by giving you a chance that I will take away something bad from your life, and then you can continue like this. You can continue doing the good behavior. That is, for next exam also you can score good marks. And that example can be, yeah, you don't have to go for tuitions from now on. Tuition you didn't like to, I mean, I'm talking about students who don't like to go for tuitions. Okay, so for them what happens, tuition is something bad for them, they don't like to go, that is something undesirable for them. Okay, so the parents, what they do is they try to take away, minus that tuition thing from their life, from the student's life. So they are again happy for maintaining that situation, they'll again score good marks for the next exam. Understood? That is positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. So for positive reinforcement, we add something good for the person who receives it. Good should be for the person who receives it, okay, and bad for the person who receives it. So negative reinforcement means taking away something bad for the person who receives it. Understood? Clear or not? Ashish, understood?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can you think of an example from your life? Positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Everybody. Why are your videos off? Please switch it on. Yes. Think of an example. Got any? For positive reinforcement, you will have examples. Think of them and share it with me. Aishwarya.
It is the same mark stuff.
Marking. Okay. That is because you have that in mind. I have been telling the same example 1,000 times so that it stays in your mind. That is why. Your mindset is fixed in that example. That you can't think of any now. Anybody who could really break out of that example and come out and think? Yeah, now your brains are trying fast. I can feel it.
if you're having a bad and if somebody is comforting you. When you're having a bad and somebody is comforting you by
Yeah, you
compliment,
are having a bad time. Somebody is comforting you, and what happens?
we get the positive vibe instead of that negative.
How is that operant conditioning? Yeah, you get calmed down. That is good. That is a natural thing. Then what happens is, I'll tell you another side of operant conditioning. What happens is, when you feel bad, you show all these faces and sit in a corner of the room, and sometimes your friend comes and talk to you. She tries to calm you down. Next time when you're angry, you again go to the corner of the room, sit like that, because you have learned. Because of this operant conditioning, you have learned that if you go and sit like that, your friend will come and console you. Understood? That is operant conditioning, because you have got a reinforcement already. You have got a positive reinforcement from the side of the friend. The friend has consoled you, so that is very calming for you. She has added something good for you. Positive reinforcement. So again, you learn that when you go and sit like this, when you're sad, you have somebody to console you. So you can go and sit in the corner of the room and you can cry if you want. Then this person will come and console you. So that is again learning, operant conditioning. Okay. Then at the end of our class, that is end of all the psychology class, just remind me to tell you something. Okay. Means once you finish all these things, will I remember this? Okay, just remind me. If anyone of you remember this, just remind me. At the end of the whole psychology class, I'm telling about the +1 and +2. If I'm here, okay. If I don't go from here before that, yeah, remind me something. Just tell me that, ma'am. You told me to. I mean, you told us to remind you something. Just tell me that. Okay. Yeah. Curiosity, mystery. Yeah. You like psychological thrillers? Yeah. Okay. Then, any other examples? What is the time? 5:30. Yeah. Sana and Grishma went to sleep. Don't sit and sleep instead of thinking the example. I can see you all drowsy and going lazy. What happened? Is it cloudy outside? Here it is very cloudy. Yeah. Raina, I can see it on your face. Yes, examples. Come on.
Getting pocket money for doing some job.
Getting pocket money for doing some job. That is a what reinforcement?
Positive.
Positive reinforcement. Don't ask me, not positive. It's positive. Positive reinforcement, because your parents add the pocket money to your life. Yes, it is something good. It is something that you like, so that they can run errands from you later on. Okay.
Helping someone, we
Helping someone.
we get good compliments.
Yeah, after helping someone, you get a good compliment. So they compliment you, so that your helping behavior increases. Okay. Any other positive reinforcements?
When we are not able to do anything, our parents or friends get motivated us.
Yeah, motivation that you get. Yes, very good. That is a positive reinforcement. Then, Ashish is telling us something. We are waiting to hear
When
from
we
you.
help other person,
Ah,
we get the blessings from them.
we get blessings from them. That is also a reinforcement. Have you got any
Yes,
example?
my friends,
Just give
relatives,
me example. Huh?
friends, relatives.
Friends, I know. I'm asking about a specific example.
I will not know. when I go to a trip,
Went for a trip and
the person is taking money from his pocket.
from his pocket.
Pocket.
Pocket, okay.
Then all his papers fell down,
Oh,
and
scenes
I
action
helped him.
and
And I helped him
pick it up.
pick it,
Pick it up.
pick it up.
Right. Was I in the situation or you?
Then he said that നന്നായി വരട്ടെ.
നന്നായി വരട്ടെ. Yes. Even I have also got so many. So counting our blessings. I like counting my blessings. I imagine myself getting a star above my head. Seriously, no, don't laugh. I'm serious. When people tell me God bless you or like this, nannai varate, I used to count my blessings. That is a very good thing. It is a self reinforcer. It is a positive reinforcement. Just try that.
Matt,
You
the
might
round thing
the
around the
round
head.
halo thing will come, and then one star will be added in my blessings. I mean, in
I
the
used to
blessings
think
count. Yeah,
like
yeah, that's
we're
a
like
very good thing.
saints.
Yeah, we feel so proud of ourselves, you know. It's a very good thing. Yeah, we feel so proud about ourselves, and we feel like we are something great. Don't overestimate that, but it's good. Sometimes when we think of that, when Ashish was telling about this, I thought of a situation. I'll tell that later after all your examples. Yeah, Amal, give me an example. Positive reinforcement. Happily sitting there and laughing to all the jokes. Give me an example first. You think. Elvina already told, no?
Can
Ah,
they
yes, you're ready.
for helping the mother in the household work?
Now everybody is
She
set in the field of helping. Helping the
yeah,
mother in the
in
kitchen.
household work. Household work.
Household works. What
She
does she
gives
say?
any gift like chocolate or any other.
Okay. Still she gives chocolate to you?
Hmm.
You're the only son?
Yes, ma'am.
That is why. Yeah, okay. He is a very pampered kid at house, I think. Amal, is it? Amal is, Amal is feeling shy. Little bit? No. Or are you thinking, what is this lady telling? No. Okay. Sana and Grishma, knock knock. Are you there? I think it's heavily raining there. I assume that it is heavily raining, or else abracadabra, open the video, please. No, no way. Okay, yeah, I'll tell my example. What was it about? Yeah, positive reinforcement. No, the blessings thing. Yeah, what happened is I mean, me and two of my friends, we were coming after our internship. We were waiting in a bus stop, and suddenly one what do you call them? I don't know the technical term. One chechi came. She's from Tamil Nadu. What do you call them technically? There is a thing in Malayalam, but the English name I don't know.
Migrants.
Yeah, the migrants. Yeah, that's the one. The migrant. She was one among them, and she came and stood beside us. So one of my friends, she don't like to stay near these people. She just hates. Okay, she just hates to stay near these people. But I'm not indifferent. I'm okay with it. No problem. And then what happened is she doesn't know the language, she doesn't know Malayalam much, and we were talking with some other lady in the bus stop, and she was telling that the buses don't come this way, it's going some other way, so we have to go walk till there and then get the bus from there. It's going through the main road and doesn't come this way. Just for today it's like that. So we decided that we'll walk towards that bus stop. And then I told my friends, we'll just wait for a few minutes and we'll see if there are any buses this route. And then we waited. And it suddenly started raining. Hmm? just a few drops. So there were only 2 umbrellas with us. One, I had one umbrella, and one of my friends had one umbrella. So they both shared that umbrella, and I was standing with my umbrella. And this lady, she came, she was standing there alone. She didn't have an umbrella. And then I called her, I called her in. I told we can share the umbrella. I felt, okay, fine, no problem. Then what happened is we decided to move to the next bus stop. Okay, and we started walking. These both of my friends, they started walking together, and I followed them. And then I suddenly thought, this lady doesn't know the language. She don't know that the bus doesn't come this side. And then I suddenly, the after stepping forward, I just took a step back and I told her that the buses don't come this side. So if you want, you can come with us. We are moving to the next bus stop. So she told she'll come with us. And then I'm telling all these things in Tamil, okay, remember that. And I know somewhat medium amount of Tamil to speak. No problem. I don't know to read and all, but I know to speak. So I'm telling all these things, and she's telling me, you talk very good Tamil. How come you know to talk in Tamil? I told I used to see a lot of Tamil movies in my childhood. That is why I know this Tamil. Blah blah blah. I'm just flattering myself. Okay. And then I asked, where do you live? What is your situation? Blah, 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 family and all those things. So she told me she and her husband, they are working in Kerala, but her kids and all with the grandparents in Salem. Okay, that's their native place. And she was telling about all their family stories, and just because she has to send her children to study, that's why they have come to Kerala to work, because they have much a bigger salary here. And then she told all these things, and then we went to the bus stop, and then I asked her, do you know Malayalam? Then she told some of the words, the places where she has to go, all those terms she knows to read. Like if she sees, she can identify, like the place like Kakanad, if that is written, then she can read and understand. Only those terms she knows. So finally we reached the bus stop, and the bus came, and I just gestured to her that this is the bus, you can get in, because I already told her that we are also going the same way, so you can get in the bus in which we are also getting in. And when we were about to get inside the bus, she looked at us, and I again gestured to us that this is the bus. So she also got into the bus. And then she was like, suddenly went and sat on a seat, but there were no other vacant seats. So I was standing. And suddenly what happened is, the lady who was sitting near her got out in the next bus stop. So another lady was coming to sit there. What happened is, she was fighting for that seat. She was trying to save that seat for me, for helping her out on all this. And I told her, no, it's okay, I have a seat here. I gestured her that I already have a seat here, I can sit here, no problem. And then she was okay, fine. Then she asked that lady to sit here, no problem. Now you can sit. Then I was like, we don't know each other, we are completely strangers. And just because of the reason that I helped her with the umbrella, and I helped her with the information, I provided her with the information that we are moving to the next bus stop, just because of that, she fought for that seat for me. And that was, I was smiling all my way. And when she got down the bus stop, and no, when I got down first, in my bus stop. And when I woke up from the seat and I was standing near the door, she turned to me and she smiled. That was again a star for me. Yeah, things, small things make me happy a lot. And with that, it is 5:40. We end the class. Yeah, it's good, no? In cloudy weather, hearing stories and sitting simply. Yeah. Okay, let's see tomorrow then. Bye. Thank you.
Thank
Don't
you,
forget, what did
ma'am.
we learn today? What was the topic? God,
Friends of
I'm. Huh?
operants.
Operants. What else? What did I write on the board and show?
Determinants of operants.
Determinants of operant conditioning we saw. What did I write on the board with the plus and minus sign?
Positive negative reinforcement.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Erase all the blessings and the halo thing and come down to our topic, okay? Tomorrow, when you come, you have to know what positive and negative reinforcement is. Otherwise, no more stories. I'll take away all the bad things. That is punishment, positive punishment. No, sorry, negative punishment. Don't confuse it. That is another topic. We'll study that next day. Okay? Yeah. Otherwise, stories are a form of what reinforcement?
Positive.
Eh?
Positive.
Positive reinforcement. Thank God. Okay, bye then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.